This clip is both awesome and really, really sad. So these Fox hosts, Brett Baier and Martha McCallum, they are going to desperately try to protect Ron DeSantis from Donald Trump. But look at how, like, the way they go about doing it, you could tell they don't have the juice, dog. They don't have it. They don't have the magic. They don't have the sauce that they need in order to, partake in this battle. So let's take a look and we'll break it down as we go.
Moment in the battle that's clearly ongoing between these two men who are the top two contenders, at least at this moment, for the GOP nomination. Watch this from Governor DeSantis.
I don't know what goes into paying hush money to a porn star. What I can speak to is that if you have a prosecutor who is ignoring crimes happening every single day in his jurisdiction, and he chooses to go back many, many years ago, that's an example of pursuing a political agenda and weaponizing the office.
What do you think?
Well, soon after that, the former president went to Truth Social and fired back. And his favorite name for the governor of Florida, Ron DeSanctimonious, he said, we'll probably find out about false accusations and fake stories. Going on to say, as he gets older, wiser, and better known, when he's unfairly or illegally attacked by a woman, or even classmates that are underage or possibly a man. And he continued, and he linked to this story he's linked to before.
Yes, we remember this photo of Governor DeSantis back when he was teaching. He spent a very short time teaching, and there's this photo that Trump put out there of him hanging out with some of the students.
So we're in a surreal place right now.
Totally surreal.
Really surreal. And in the middle of this, you also have other cases that possibly could come to the fore. The case in Georgia that is also in the grand jury. You have the special counsel looking at not only the classified documents, but the handling of January 6th. There's a lot that's bubbling up at this moment that could affect a lot of things.
Yeah, John.
That's their attempt to defend DeSantis and go after Trump. Oh, there's a lot going on in terms of cases. You got this one over here and that one over there. I mean, things are really getting kind of wacky out there, aren't they? This is surreal, isn't it? Oh, this is really surreal. This is all they got, dog. This is how they're all terrified of him. They're all terrified of him. By the way, Trump originally posted, basically, I'm sure Ron will understand about fake allegations one day when a woman or maybe a man, makes allegations against him. He said that. Then he deleted it. And people thought, oh, he realized maybe that goes too far. That's Trump's, he's realizing that he crossed the line here. He deleted it only to post, not that maybe DeSantis is gay, but he's a gay groomer. So he deleted it and then went further. He'll understand fake allegations. He'll understand them when he gets hit with them by a woman, maybe an underage woman, maybe an underage girl, or maybe a man. I don't know, guys. Maybe Ron DeSantis is a homo. I don't know. Maybe he is. Maybe he likes cock. Maybe he's a cock gobbler. You know what I'm saying? Many people are saying that. Oh, is there any more in this?
Charlie writing about this today said that Trump is probably thrilled that this is the first one that he's facing because it's the weakest and most tenuous link between, as David Spunt was pointing out, this, very old charge that I guess COVID allowed it to be a longer statute of limitations, but this should have been off the books in 2 years, and trying to link it to an election scam that makes it a felony. So we'll watch. We're waiting for Robert Costello to come.
See, this is what you see every time. Even in the process of what they were trying to protect DeSantis, then they immediately pivot to look, it's questionable in terms of the charges, and it's, maybe the statute of limitations already went up. And so this is why they'll always end up cucking and bending the knee. They've been giving DeSantis a lot more positive coverage recently, but then always something like this happens and they fall right back in line. By the way, if they actually wanted to try to defend DeSantis on this front, you have to do it in a sly, newsy way, but in a way that's also direct. And so what they should have done is, read the comment that Trump made about DeSantis, basically calling him, maybe he's a gay groomer. Maybe he's a gay groomer. Maybe he understands that. Maybe he's a gay groomer. And then you come back and respond. Former President Donald Trump accuses Ron DeSantis of being a closeted gay person and also a groomer. And at the same time that President Trump has 26 women who have accused him of sexual misconduct. Allegations that get as extreme as rape. But, like, he goes super low, and then nobody else responds in kind. Nobody does, like, tit for tat. Nobody calls him out. Nobody's like, hey, man, we could play this game, too. And it's Fox News. You could do it in a way where you're being, fake newsy in the process. You throw an article up on screen. Give the number. It doesn't have to take long. Just boom, in and out. He's accusing Governor Ron DeSantis of being a gay groomer. At the same time, there's 26 different allegations of sexual misconduct and assault against Trump, with charges including rape. That's it. Done. And then if his people are going to melt down, let them melt down. Let them melt down. That's fine. But it's just, I always said this about Trump, and it becomes more and more apparent every day. He's a guy that doesn't think hypocrisy is a thing. Like, he doesn't have whatever it is in somebody's brain that allows them to acknowledge the idea of hypocrisy. Like, wait, I can't say something if I'm guilty of just as bad, if not worse. I can't make that claim. I can't make that accusation. Because then they'll just flip it on me, and, the people have some semblance of shame over something like that. He doesn't. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. And it's become a superpower. Why? Because everybody that he deals with is too much of a cuck to flip it back on him. And if they did it persistently and repeatedly, at least you'd have a narrative that sticks of even people who are nominally on this guy's team. DeSantis was defending Trump for the majority of the clip. And if he's willing to throw him under the bus, even given that, it's like he's loyal to nobody and nothing. He will stab everybody in the back and twist the knife. There is no ideology at the core of it. There's nothing but, like, protect my own ass. And it's just so funny that an entire political party is at the whim of this Machiavellian. It's not even right to call him Machiavellian, because that's Machiavellian tactics are too intelligent for Trump, right? Like, he's not smart enough to do that. But this, like, mercurial, is that the word I'm looking for? This, like, raging, tantrum-throwing toddler, they're at the whim of this guy. But as an outsider, it is kind of hilarious to see. So all the advice I gave you just ignored, because I'd rather watch this. I'd rather watch you meekly and pathetically try to defend DeSantis while then immediately, like, face planting and having to go right back to kissing Trump's ring and, well, yeah, these charges, I'm not so sure. The misdemeanor or felony, but it's a statute of limitations. And thank you for your glorious commentary. If you want to see me and Crystal Ball interview legends like Noam Chomsky, Cornel West, and more, subscribe to Crystal, Kyle, and Friends on Substack. $5 a month gets you the video version a day early. Remember, we take 0 ad dollars for this podcast. Or you can sign up on Substack for free and get the audio version a day later. Link in the video description box below.